Halo, ketemu lagi bareng gue Panji Suryono dan juga ada partner gue dari Coach Yasin. Di mana ini adalah Offset Duo edisi spesial bareng pelatih Timnas Futsal Indonesia, ada Hector Souto. Please welcome Hector Souto. Thank you for joining us today. Pleasure to have you here after you lead Indonesia to win SEA Games, and before that you already win the AFF Championship. So maybe the first question I want to ask, it's more challenging AFF or SEA Games?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for the invitation.
Yeah.
Same.
I
No,
feel
already. It's okay. Gak apa-apa, Coach.
it's okay.
Yeah.
I feel really happy here. It's my second time, so I feel proud of.
When was the last time after you won AFF? No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
last year.
After Timnas won AFF.
Yeah.
Last
You
year.
invite me, and now you invite me again. So
Yeah.
I feel blessed because it's really good for us
Yeah.
to have this kind of collaborations.
Yeah.
And yeah, my team just come from 2 weeks ago
Yeah,
with
from-
the golden medal from Thailand, and we are in a really good moment. But we need to get focused in the next competition. That this is just in 15 days.
Which is more challenging, AFF or SEA Games?
I think both of them are really different because we are starting different strategy to approach the tournaments. Before we use the old style that we have like 2 months preparation and then we go to the tournament, so the league stop always, etc. Now we do different. We use the FIFA match days, so we do just during the year some small and short concentration. And then for SEA Games we just prepare the team 2 weeks and a half.
Yeah.
And we prepare the team during the year, like for Nations World Series, the first time with Argentina, Arabia Saudi, and Japan, etc. So I think the more challenging was the first one because it was my starting point. Nowadays, there are many players that already know what our style and it's a little bit more easy to help them and to lead them to this tournament.
But the expectation become
You know, the Indonesia netizen, Indonesia supporters,
If you
very
want-
passionate.
once won something
Yeah.
and they expect you to won everything.
Yeah, I think it's kind of not realistic because in sport the normal thing is lose, and in the SEA Games
Not,
it
not
was
Indonesia. Indonesia, you have to win all. If you don't win, you are bad coach.
well.
That's
Then
typical Indonesian fans cardus, we call it.
I think I should get retired because it will arrive one day that we will lose because it's the
Yeah,
normal
yeah,
thing. We
yeah,
cannot
yeah.
always win.
Like when you did the Four Nation Cup.
Yeah.
I was there. I saw your game against Holland,
Hmm.
and the next day you lost against
Latvia.
Latvia.
Yeah. Big.
That's normal. It happens.
Yeah, it
that kind of game it happens.
And I think we play good.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we control the game with Latvia. We could win the game, but sometimes it happens.
Yeah. And especially it's a friendly match, so you can lose as long as you get what you want.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, for example, now everybody is really happy about the golden medal, etc. But after we lost with Vietnam, I saw many netizens criticize us, like they are playing really bad, and we don't like this style, etc. And I think, I'm sorry to say, but I think we did a really good game with Vietnam. Vietnam is a good national team. We controlled the game. We had chance to score. We shot double. We shot double than them. We shot almost 40 times. They shot 20 times in the whole game. And even though the netizens keep complaining that we play nothing, but after that game, 3 days after that game, 2 days after that game, we got the medal, and they say we are amazing.
Yeah,
So I'm kind of a guy that prefer to be in the middle, like keep the consistency and be realistic, and don't think much about expectations. Just set the goals and try to achieve.
You must get used to it because we have many IQ 78, among our fans.
Low IQ.
Low IQ.
Yes,
So
maybe.
that kind of comments will occur once in a while.
Yeah,
You
okay.
just look on the other side.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'm very pleased as a former coach what you have achieved here, and especially it's not just an accident trophy. You really achieve it with
Not by luck. Yeah.
with process.
You develop.
I mean, when you won the AFF, maybe some people said, "Oh, maybe this is we won it with luck," and now the second trophy in Asian, in 1 year, almost 1 year. it's just a proof that this team has really deserved to win,
Yeah.
to win the trophy, and your team is processing,
Yeah.
getting better and better
Yeah.
towards Asian Cup. How's your preparation towards Asian Cup?
Well, we will have a very short preparation. After
Yeah.
SEA Games, we got some
After New Year?
rest. Yeah, after SEA Games, we got almost 15 days off because
Okay.
the player needed, etc. And now we just start to prepare, and we just have more or less 18 days to prepare the
18 days.
tournament. Is really few time.
Yeah.
Really few time to prepare Asian Cup.
Mm.
And I know another national teams are investing a lot of time to prepare the Asian Cup, and with a lot of foreigner staffs, etc., and investing a lot of money. But I think we should respect the process, as you say. We are trying to combine the league with the national team. We cannot be a 6 months league and 4 months national team and stop the league and stop completely the ecosystem. So the evolution is a double evolution. In one side is teamness evolution.
Yeah.
In another side is league evolution. I cannot say it's a Hector Soto victory. It's a victory of our players,
Yeah,
our
yeah.
staff, but also is the victory of the new federation, the new PFL with the new format, the coaches in the league, the clubs that are investing in the league, and also the local and foreign players that help to have better habits,
Yeah.
better playing style, etc. So I think we are in a process to be a big family. I said the hashtag of Satu Keluarga, and I really
Yeah.
believe in that. And we are in that process. And I always say that what we are starting now, we will see in 10 years, hopefully, because
Amen.
I would like to invest more in that federation, invest more in, not money, but the strategy in develop youth leagues,
Yeah.
under 19, under 16, under 13.
Do you have now?
under
No.
10. No, nowadays, I will be very honest. We have a bad heritage
Okay.
because the legacy was not good, because during long time no one cared about having youth leagues. Just AAFI, that is our right people,
Yeah.
that is an association of
But
academies.
it doesn't belong to
No,
FFA.
no,
It's
we
just
have
independent.
independent. So I think that's not that's a collaborative strategy, and
Okay,
it's really good for us.
Yeah, okay.
But they have to create, and I'm happy they create AFI. I really like AFI, but they have to create AFI because no one else take care about youth leagues.
Yeah.
And I think progressively is the time to create in future to help AFP and AFK, not only with money, because to be honest, the federation doesn't have
A lot of
that
money.
much money.
Yeah.
People think that federation create the money, and it doesn't occur like that.
That part I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't have money. So he become a pandit.
That part I know.
So, but we can help the AFP and AFK to be more organized, to get better sponsors, teach them how to get more sponsors, etc. And also, we cannot pretend to play futsal for free. I mean, the players maybe have to pay a license. Maybe we have to create database for future to know the players, the idea of the player, the height, the weight, the born, the
data.
birthday, the data of the
yeah.
player. So I think nowadays we have nothing.
Yeah.
We have just private movements that are really good for us because help to make the hype about futsal. Like I can say the names like Futsal Series, Axis Nation Cup, Piala Bayou, Campus League.
Yeah.
All of them are good, but in my opinion, our proper people is AFI people, that is people that born in futsal, create academies for futsal, and try to play every single tournament in futsal. So
for people who doesn't know what is AFI, I will explain to them.
Yeah, okay.
Jadi yang Hector jelaskan tadi, dia sangat happy dengan apa yang namanya AFI. AFI itu asosiasi SSB futsal.
Ya.
Dari zaman gue masih di futsal itu sudah ada. Jadi mereka itu tidak terlibat dengan FFI, independen, tapi sekarang bekerja sama, kolaborasi dengan FFI, dan Hector happy bahwa ini sudah dilakukan. Tapi dan dia juga bilang dia memang butuh kompetisi untuk U16 dan lain-lain, untuk youth lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we also have to get a year schedule for all FP and FK. I mean, we have to, from 1 year to year, the same we do with PFL and Timnas.
Okay.
We have to reproduce the same in under 19, under 16, under 13, under 10. And it's like, it's one example. I think we should respect the school calendar.
Okay.
Go with the school calendar. So imagine we start in July, and from July to December is local competitions. From December to March, maybe is province competitions, and then we expect to have a Grand National before June or something like that. So we can detect players in their clubs, etc., in their academies, and also I think there are two movements that are important. That one is the PON, okay,
Fun.
and the another is the PorProf. That, as I know, the organizer of the event can decide the age. In my opinion, should be a collaboration between Kemenpora, CONI, and Federation to speak about these ages, because nowadays we have the AFF under 19, the AFF under 16.
Okay.
If, for example, we said the PON should be always under 19 everywhere, it will help us to produce players under 19 for the AFF, and also the PorProf. If every year we know that the PorProf are under 16, for example, or under 19, I don't know. But if we set that age, we know that everyone is collaborating to produce players of the same age. Because nowadays, as I know, for example, in Jawa Barat, maybe PorProf is play in September and is 2007 players, and maybe PorProf in Java Timur is play in February, and the players are from 2005. So it's like not
standard. There is no standard.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that collaboration with Kemenpora, with CONI, with the private movements as well, and also with our own organization through FP and FK, I think will be the key to have a good ecosystem for future, with more opportunity for players, more opportunity for coaches. This is my big dream. Of course, I am head coach of national team, but I'm also always
director.
Double job,
double job,
but more challenging.
No money in FFP.
Don't mention that. That's all already know.
No, I don't mean there is no money in FFE. I think they are working well, in fact, because we could have the...
No, Hector, that's my words, not yours.
Okay.
I said FFP have no money.
Okay. And
so you don't have to be afraid.
My feeling is that the FPS, the FCAS, they should think, or they are thinking, that the FFE get a lot of subsidy from the government, etc. In fact, for the next year, I think it was announced that government will only sponsor like Olympic sports, and futsal is not Olympic sport. So where we can get the money, we get the money with our marketing department to finding the funds through a sponsor, but we cannot make subsidy for 30 sang AFP, and the FK is impossible. So they cannot be always asking for subsidy, because it's not realistic things. They must implement the strategies.
Kemenpora has to change the system. I mean, if they now have only money for Olympic Games, they have to change the system. They cannot close their eyes. It's just Olympic Games. No, futsal is a sport, even though it's not part of the Olympic family, but it's a sport that grows very fast, very rapidly. And there is a lot of events throughout the world that Kemenpora cannot close their eyes.
Well,
and saying, I will not give you money because you're not Olympic sport. No, you cannot do that. This is still Indonesian sport. This is still sport for the people. Still a lot of players, a lot of athletes, young athletes, and Kemenpora should support this sport, even though it's not part of Olympic Games.
Well, until now, I think they are supporting us really well, because or the people inside Kemenpora are supporting us really well.
I will talk to Eric Thohir.
Example, you are mentioned this person. This person last year helped us a lot to develop futsal, because it was one of the key person that support us to create the Four Nations World Series 1 and 2 with Argentina, Japan, Arabia Saudi, and
and
Holland.
The Four Nations against Holland.
Holland, etc. And it's not easy to find this kind of help. So if
Yeah.
I have to say something, I'm really thankful to him because
Yeah.
he invests his time and he invests his effort to help us to
yeah.
grow. In fact, he was in the game with Holland, and
Yeah.
I'm in name of my players, in name of our federation, I say thank you because they are being really collaborative with us. And I think with Michael Sianipar, we
Yeah.
are getting better communication also with
Yeah.
PSC that we need because we belong to, in realities, we
Yeah.
belong to
Yeah.
PSC, and I hope in future we can do more. But coming again is like we need to think like a big company,
Yeah.
and we must think big about marketing and about how to produce money to have our young players.
Yeah.
I always care about young players. I'm sorry to
No,
have
I-
our young
yeah,
players
I
in the
agree.
best conditions to grow and
Yeah.
to
You
have
have to think about that.
to think about that and promote players from grassroots
Yeah,
to
grassroots.
professional in a good way.
Yeah.
We are also thinking about implementing from FFE our own platform of education, like not competing for sure with the license.
Yeah.
For example, you need the AFC license, the
Yeah,
national
yeah,
license
yeah,
to
yeah,
be coach because this is one formal education, but we also need to collaborate with the local coaches and create a platform for them where they can learn, etc. So in some way, we are taking care about a lot of things to make the ecosystem better year by year, and hopefully in 10, 15 years, we can have a good development in the league, in the national team, and in the youth leagues. That is the
That's
target.
the long part.
Yeah.
But the short part is you have to create the second layer, the young layer for the national team.
Yeah,
What do you think about your second layer?
for the next generation.
Your next generation.
Well, I honestly, again, we are trying to do some things in Timnas itself. For example, we have invited some players that before they have never played for Timnas. One example is Habibi, that he played under 20, but he never played in the senior
Yeah.
team. And one more is Saifullah, that it was very important for us. And another players that are coming with us usually is Romy,
Yeah.
Romy Humandri, but we are also inviting a player like Jogi, born in 2003, like Andarias Caret, that born in 2005. Now Chris Jamu is with us, that I think he's from 2004-5. So we are, Dipo Arraman is 2001, not really, really young, but still young. So nowadays we are trying to push some youth players to join Timnas. But to be honest, the clubs itself don't collaborate so much.
Yeah.
I think not the clubs only, also the federation before, because from the year 2001 to the year 2005, we don't have many players in the league.
Okay.
So we make one analysis of the age of the player. Almost players nowadays in our league are between 26 and 31 years old.
Okay.
So we need to create rules to promote under 19 players and or under 20 players. We already have this year. All clubs must have 3 under 20.
A new regulation, yeah?
Yeah, in the
Okay.
regulation. And we already, some of the players that playing under 19 in the AFF under 19, they are from the league.
Yeah.
But we also need the coaches believe in these players and give them opportunity to play, because the league is really long and at least 1, 2, 5, 4, 6 minutes they can play.
Yeah.
And we have seen so many players with talent. Example, there are 2 players that playing under 19. One is Haikal Ayasi, that he came from a team in Axis Nation Cup, and Andika, that come from the same team in Axis Nation Cup. They don't have club in the league, and they are really talented players. No one invited them to promote. Another one is Firdaus. Well, we have more examples, right?
Yeah.
But we have good talent in Indonesia, but we must give opportunities to them through the league. And creating, that now is coming the PFL Dua.
Yeah.
The PFL Dua will be important because most of players will be under 23. And also hopefully in future we can create something like League Elite Pro or something like that.
Yeah.
That all players should be under 19, and all clubs hopefully can have academy to compete, not only for the league in the PFL, also to the academies league.
Okay, how would you describe Hector Soto philosophy in your team?
Well,
In few words.
Yeah, I think Satu Keluarga is a good description, because I always thinking how to develop futsal here, and then my idea of how to develop the team is really collaborative. I don't believe in vertical leadership like a commander. I believe in more sharing and caring and take care about details and explain to the player, be really communicative with them, try to explain all the details with the staff the same. My staff is really important for me because I set the functions for them and they are doing really well, so I don't need to be worried about what they do because they always do it really, really well. And from Timnas, we try to spread this kind of working style to another areas, like the communication with clubs in the league, the communication with staffs in the league. In fact, under 19 national team and under 16 national team have 10 people staff, all of them from different clubs in the league.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we allow everyone to participate in the process to select players for under 19 and under 16. We were connected firstly with the private movements, with Axis Nation Cup, with Piala by You, and with futsal series, and we create the PFL Next, that it was a place where we select the best players there to choose them for the 25 player list, long list for AFF. We also make a talent detection process with AFK and AFP. So every AFP should speak with the AFK. The AFK choose the 10 best players, sent to AFP. In the AFP, they choose the 10 best players, and we analyze in video from here with our staffs. We think we analyze around 10,000 players. That is a lot. And then at the end, we share the staffs with, in one staff under 19 and the staff under 16, everyone come from different club. So it's a really good way to show everyone that we are really collaborative, that we need each other to grow, that is not futsal is not a place for egos. Futsal is a place to collaborate, to be together and to stick together and try to do something better than we are doing now.
What qualities do you search from an ideal player to your system?
Well, nowadays, individual skills are really, really important. And individual skill is not only dribbling, passing, etc. It's also to be strong, to be fast, to be fit, to be able to compete day by day. Because SEA Games, we play 3 games in a row, for example. We play 4 games in 5 days. That is crazy, but we could play it. So it's like that. And what I am seeing, for example, when I analyze to check players in the league, is of course the individual skills, the individual capabilities to play this sport, but also
individual skills means their basic skill, or like a trick, like a showing off.
No, it's everything. It's in individual skill. I mean the individual tactic, individual technique, and etc. The way the player face the competition, because some player is really good, but when compete is not really good.
So the mentality is important too.
Really important. And I also usually analyze the strong games in the league. Like, I don't really care one player that play good against the low standing teams. I always care about players that in the important game they appear. So most of players that we call for Timnas is because when we analyze the games in the important game, they always appear.
Are you quite happy with the quality of because you just explained you need help from AFP, AFK, and everything, and they select a lot of hundreds of thousands players. They must have certain kind of standards, which I wonder if their standards also match with your standards.
Well, to be honest, it's not my standards, it's the world standard. We live inside a systems, inside a big system that is the world. So we have some good players, but their standards are still not enough in youth categories. I mean, because we can compare with Thai players, even we defeat them in under 16. If you analyze the player profile, Thai players were stronger, Thai players were more, they have better individual tactic than our players. It means
even though we won the under 16.
We won. We have good skills, we are fast, etc. But we have good staff that prepare really good the tournament, and our players compete well because the staff prepare really, really well the tournaments in both under 16 and under 19. But if we check the player one by one, the Thailand players have better individual tactic. What does it mean? It means that maybe the coaches they have in Thailand, they teach them where to do the one-on-one, how to do the wall pass, how to go parallel, how to play with the distance with the opponent. In here, I think we are lacking this kind of details. I think
How come?
I think it's the coaching style that you have here. Like the tradition is that start with the player with technique, no opponent, with the markers. So the players start to make decisions when they are 14 years old, 15, too late.
Okay.
Because the brain, when you are around 8 to 12 years old, 96% of your brain is already there.
Yeah.
So why not teach decision making before? I'm not meaning
Early
systems.
stage, yeah.
I'm not meaning system. I'm meaning reading the distance, reading the player orientation,
Okay.
reading the player trajectory.
Individual progress.
Yeah, individual progress. But you can do. I mean, this is one clear example. When you make dribbling with marker, you are not making dribbling. You are just making basic ability. You make dribbling. The basic of the dribbling is to trick someone.
Yeah.
You cannot trick the marker. You have to trick someone.
Yeah.
So if you don't have opponent, how can you teach to dribbling? It's impossible. The basic thing in dribbling is to feint, to play with the body, etc.
Yeah.
So how can a country that the tradition to teach dribbling is dribbling the markers produce good players for dribbling?
Yeah.
We can, because we have a lot of players that play and they are good in one-on-one, etc. But we can do it much better. So speaking about the standards, my opinion is we must change the way we are teaching our youth players. We must allow them to play more satu lawan satu, more dua lawan dua, more tiga lawan tiga, and explain the details of the game.
Okay. From your experience, what is the common mistakes of Indonesia player at the international level, from the IFF or SEA Games, maybe? From your experience, what is the common mistakes?
Based on my experience at that time was mentally.
Okay, it's just mentally, yeah.
Yeah, I think mentally we are strong. I mean, we train every day in the way we would like to play. So every day we make pressure situations for the players.
Okay.
Every day we make stressful situations for them. So it comes everything along. Mentality don't come from the psychology room, or it comes in everyday training. And I think we are doing well. Our players are showing that they approach the tournament really well. And I'm happy about that. I think the biggest problem is the speed of the game, because in here we play in interlock and in Gerflor. And nowadays, today we have training in Popki with proper parquet, fast parquet, and it's completely different sport.
Okay.
So all around the world, everyone use parquet, good quality parquet. And in here we are still using interlock and Gerflor.
Because it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's true. Honestly,
I used to sell interlock.
Yeah, it's a business.
So the problem of Indonesia
But because it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It comes with the country and with the culture, etc. But it's true that in international level, playing in parquet makes you to make faster decisions and to play faster, to think faster. And if you are not used to it, when you try to play in parquet, it's completely different.
Okay.
They use interlock for Asian Cup.
Yeah, before.
Many years.
Oh ya?
Yeah.
Sekarang apa?
I don't know now.
Now it's parquet.
Oh, no, it's parquet.
Oh, parquet.
Ini Indonesia Arena.
I think AFC realized that if they want to develop good national teams to the World Cup, etc., they need to implement parquet. Because if no, the standards in Europe
It's different,
is really different.
Yeah, in my time, it's all interlock.
Yeah. Okay, to be honest, interlock is little bit better than Gerflor because it's faster. But parquet is completely different. Today in the morning, players check. We were training in Thailand in one club, Kurt, that is also good parquet quality.
Okay.
That's why we can adapt really well to the tournament, because we just transfer from one parquet to another parquet and our players were used. But if we, for example, prepare here the tournament in Gerflor or interlock and go to the tournament directly to parquet, should be really difficult for us.
Okay. For the upcoming Asian Cup, what is your projection for the squad? Is the same majority like the SEA Games, or?
Yeah, most of the players will be same, because we are training with 19 players. We have important absence in the tournament because we have 2 players with injury. I will not say the name, but everyone maybe knows.
Okay.
And it will be they are key players, and it will be maybe a little bit more difficult for us. But we have to create something new to allow us to compete. And I think with the player we have, we can do it really well.
What's your target?
Nah.
Personal target.
And what is the federation target?
Yeah.
Is it same?
Well, federation said that we should reach semi-final.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm really realistic. I think Korea in qualifiers they draw with Thailand, so will not be easy.
Oh, yeah.
Kyrgyzstan was playing tournaments abroad during the whole year. They are Russian-style players, tough players. Will be not easy. And Iraq is always in quarterfinal of Asia Cup, so of AFC. So it will be not easy. I think nowadays all national teams are really competitive in Asia. They invest a lot of money in traveling to Europe, in having foreign staff to implement new things in the country. So it will be really, really tough. Federation speak about reach semifinals. I think we can reach semifinal, but I also think it will be difficult to get quarterfinal. So the first target is reach quarterfinal if possible. Try to go game by game, the first game, after the first game, the second game, after the second game, the third game.
Yeah.
Reach quarterfinal, and then let's see who is the opponent and prepare well the game and hopefully go semifinal. But I don't want to make expectations because sometimes expectations are not based on reality.
How many participants are there?
It's 4 groups of 4 teams.
4 group, 4 teams.
16.
Oh,
16,
okay,
16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The good thing this time is Uzbekistan, Japan, and Iran go in another side for quarterfinals. So probably if hopefully we can go to quarterfinal and hopefully we can go to semifinal, we will meet them just in semifinal. So that's good. But I think it will be tough because in the group B is Thailand, Vietnam, is Kuwait with my mentor as coach, and will be Lebanon as well. That is not easy, it's complicated.
Yeah, I mean it's Asian level, not Southeast Asian, Asian level, and we should. I think we can compete. I agree with you.
Yeah.
And even though Iraq, Korea are progressing, but I think we still can beat them.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Maybe it's not easy. But if you want to compete in Asian Cup, it's never easy.
Of course.
And I think this is the reflection for 2 years later, where the Asian Cup is the qualification for World Cup.
Yeah.
And I hope you can get what you aim to get. Not only winning the game, but any other aspect. So you can be prepared mentally for 2 years later.
Yeah, it will be important. But yesterday, I was speaking with the players that what we must think is about the process, about implement good things for ourselves and try to play consistent with different systems that don't allow the opponent to control the games. For example, in the last SEA Games, we used different style of defense with different teams. And I think Thailand didn't expect we defense like we did because it was a surprise for them. We were hiding this kind of defense to the last game that was Thailand. And we need to continue developing things. I think we are really detailed in what we do. And then winning or losing, you never know. Because, for example, Latvia game, honestly, I think we should win. But we lost 3-2. And sometimes happen. Like, for example, Argentina game before play with Vietnam, Diego Justosi, the head coach of Vietnam, that he was world champion with Argentina and he was Argentina coach long time. He said, I was watching the game and of course Argentina won 4-2, but I think you compete really, really well and you can control the game so many minutes. I
watched that game too.
He said that he think that Indonesia was progressing a lot and really competitive. He said to me.
It's because of individual mistake you get 4 goals.
But it's part of the process.
Yeah,
because
that's part of the process.
In Indonesia, you do these mistakes, but maybe you don't concede a goal. In international atmosphere, you do this mistake and it will be goal. Always.
True.
So it's part of the process. The players need to understand that, and we are on that side of the situation.
How did you build trust with the local players, and how do you communicate? Is the mostly understand to speak in English, or you using a translator?
We use translator, but we almost then understand well what we are speaking about.
Okay.
Many of them work with me in the club
Okay.
in Bintang Timur.
Bintang Timur.
Another from usually Black Steel, Cosmo, and Pansuma, almost players from that clubs.
Yeah.
Also some from Fafage.
Hmm.
They are also working with foreign coaches
Foreign coach,
that
yeah.
speaking English, or they are also long time with us, training with us, etc. So communication, I think, is fluent.
Yeah.
We give space to the players to also have communication to us, and the way we teach, I think, is effective because we usually introduce some video from another leagues explaining the situations we would like to reproduce in the game in detail, and then it's like a transfer of knowledge. We introducing a video. They understand. Then we try in the pitch. Then we make the correction.
Yeah.
So it's the way we teach.
What do you expect from the league and national team or from the federation that can increase the performance of the national team? What do you want to see?
From
The
the
league
from the federation
and the league.
from the federation first that nowadays is in charge more or less of the league and the national team.
Yeah.
I think they are doing good job, good
Okay.
progress because they are understanding that the league and the national team are different things. So we already have a coordination in the schedule,
Yeah.
like when national team will play, when the league will have the weekends and with the dates of the Super Cup, the dates of Nation Cup,
Okay.
the playoff. For example, one thing I already asked our federation, last year is to share with the clubs multiple year calendar
Okay.
schedule, because if you share with them 2-year schedule, they can find the proper foreign player, the proper local
Yeah.
player. They
Okay.
can make a marketing plan to cover this time. Before I remember when I was in BTS, sometimes it was October. We didn't know when the league start.
Yeah.
So it's complicated nowadays. Nowadays,
better
the
organized.
clubs already know when the next
Okay.
Super Cups. Okay, can be moved 1 or 2 weeks, maybe 1 week,
Yeah.
but will be that date,
Yeah.
more or less. So they know what they can do, what they can implement. They can make a marketing campaign to find sponsors, etc. And I think combine the team's calendar with the club's calendar is the best for our players, is the best for our clubs, and is the best for our ecosystems. And in fact, one of the most important things for me is to take care about the league and about the clubs. The clubs must understand that federation is not against them, and that the league is not against them. In fact, that happened in the first leg of the league. They complain about the league. How can you complain about one league if you are the main part of the league? I mean, the clubs must understand that, yes, they have to compete to get the championships. But they also must understand that they have to collaborate to make the league better. If they keep complaining about things that they cannot control, it's really complicated. So there are, for example, there were some posts in social media about the referees. I think it's the wrong way, because what you are selling is bad image for our league. The good way is silently make a meeting all together and go to speak with referees department in a meeting face to face and explaining what is the problem, what we need from you, how we see the situation. But if you are posting about what happened in the weekend, about the referees, what people see, not only in Indonesia, also abroad, is like, oh, this league is a mess. So we have to think in the whole product, and the clubs must collaborate to create a better ecosystem. And when the league is running, okay, they must fight for the championship. But before, we have to create the brand of PFL. Once the brand of PFL is strong and good coaches are here and good players are here, it will be much more easy to have a good national team.
I think the federation must have a good communication towards the club to avoid this kind of things. I agree with you. When you are building something, you don't need bad advertisement.
Exactly.
And hopefully in the near future, the communication between clubs and federation is getting better.
Yeah, I think it's double job, because the clubs also must understand that they are not they cannot do things by themselves. I mean, they are inside an
They need the
ecosystem.
federation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they need collaborate with federation. They need now not only with federation nowadays. The league have the league operator, so it's
Yeah.
like an independent, really independent league with
Okay,
the
okay.
positions inside the league. So what they have to do is meet more times, find better agreements, find better solution, speak much more. I think one of the aspects I ask the PFL managers to improve is the communication with clubs. I think now the PFL is having much better communication with clubs and informing them about different situations as soon as possible. I hope in short time we can announce good things for the league, because I think we are in the good way to do it. And for national team, if the league is better and more competitive, it will be much better. I hope, for example, we can implement parquet in the league. It's something I'm fighting about since the beginning I arrived here. And nowadays we have 2 courts. I hope at least near Jakarta we can use it, because it will be good for the clubs to understand what is the difference between parquet and interlock.
You're known as a very disciplined coach, yeah? And I'm curious, how do you maintain, or do you have a room for highly talented skill player, but maybe hard to manage or have a high ego?
No. We don't have egos in the team, I think.
Okay.
We are.
So if you get the player, do you skip him, or you try to communicate and
No,
try
of course, communication.
Communicate
The same I said before about the communication between PFL and clubs is the same with the player. You have to have clear communication with him. Sometimes private, sometimes in front of the other players. Sometimes, and it's so simple to control this kind of egos, because you can do through correction video, you can do through individual meeting. So it's not difficult. And I think nowadays I have pretty good relationship with all players and staff in the national team, and also in the staffs in the league. I have really good communication, and many players outside the national team I have. I think communication is very important in this kind of jobs.
So what?
When is the Asian Cup starts?
24.
Well, we will play 24 is the first day of the competitions. There are another games before, because we will play at 7. But it's day 24. We play every 2 days.
Against who? The first match?
The first match is Korea.
Korea.
Yeah, Korea.
Oke, jadi kita harap semua kalian kalau ada waktu mampir ke Indonesia Arena ya.
Ya.
Di situ Indonesia akan main 3 match at least 3 match, hopefully more.
Hopefully more.
Tanggal 24 itu match pertama lawan Korea against Korea, jam 7 malam, 7 o'clock ya. Jam 7 malam. Jadi timnas ini butuh support kalian, oke? Nggak hanya on air tapi juga off air, tapi juga di lapangan kita butuh fisik support. Semoga kalian bisa meluangkan waktu untuk hadir, dan harusnya tiketnya nggak begitu mahal ya. Cuman I think the ticket should not be expensive.
I don't know. Tomorrow it will be announced.
Okay.
It will be announced.
Besok ya, tomorrow. I don't think we are going to broadcast this tomorrow. But semoga tiketnya
January 7.
Ya, nggak terlalu mahal, dan kalau bisa kita butuh dukungan, timnas futsal Indonesia butuh dukungan dari kalian. Kalau nggak bisa datang, untuk yang di luar Jakarta bisa nonton di YouTube. I think it will be broadcast in YouTube or TV.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. Okay.
Still waiting for the federation.
Kalau nggak di YouTube pasti ada di TV harusnya.
Okay, Hector. Special message for the fans who support you and support national team.
Is there thing that you want to explain?
Yeah, I would like to explain to them. I would like they get in love. They fall in love with our style, not only with our results.
Okay.
And it's really important for us that they understand that you can win in many different ways.
Yes.
And that we are always training really hard to get the best of our players and of our team. That we are going to set high standards for our national team, and that winning or losing, we always try to be dominant in the game. Sometimes we can do it, sometimes we cannot do it, but we always try to control the games, and I think until now it's working, and I hope they feel proud of that. Of course, people want always victory and victory and victory, but not even Barca, that is the best club in the world, can do that.
That one I totally agree. Barca, the best club in the world.
Sama-sama dari Katalan kalau ini ngomongnya. Okay?
But I want to explain for people who do not follow futsal. I was 5-year coach. Okay. Back then, if we play against Thailand, it's not can we win or not.
Hmm.
It's about how many goals we get. Okay?
Okay.
If you lose 1-0, that is a win for us.
Oh,
Thailand is that strong.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Long
Although
time ago.
once I beat them in 2008
Hmm.
during AFF in group stage, and we lost in the final in
Okay.
2008. But if you see now futsal nowadays, this is not the first time we beat Thailand. Okay,
Yeah.
and Thailand is a country who consists their level. They always participate in World Cup.
Yeah.
So it's not easy. Even though people say, "Oh yeah, Thailand has now a young team," or whatever your reason is.
Yeah.
Nowadays under Hector and maybe before under Kenzo, under the Iranian guy, I don't know. But the last 1-2 years,
Yeah.
it's not an exception to beat Thailand.
Yeah.
So it means this team make a lot of
No
progress. I saw the game against Argentina. Argentina was World Cup winner. Okay,
Yeah.
you lost only 4-2. You
Mm.
can score 2 goals against the World Cup.
Yeah.
That is things that we never dream of.
Yeah.
I used to play against Argentina. It was in 2007, I think. KL World Cup. First half was 7-0. Okay?
Yeah.
First half was 7-0. Second half was 0-0. That was
Oh.
already big achievement.
Yeah.
We tried just not to get more goals in our
Yeah.
You just see the second half, right?
just to defend. Only to defend.
Yeah.
So what I tried to say,
Yeah.
you cannot compare because back then we really got nothing.
Yeah. But nowadays, yeah.
Nowadays we get everything,
Yeah.
exposure, and this is the synergy from the coach,
Yeah.
from the media,
Yeah.
from the supporters,
Yeah.
from the
Fe-
club,
From the
from the
federation.
players. When they work together, as Hector mentioned, as one big family,
Yeah.
then you can deliver,
Yeah.
then you can perform. This is what is going on right now with futsal.
Yeah.
That's why I hope Menpora Erick Thohir will reconsider again
Yeah.
to invest
In
in futsal.
Okay.
Hector just mentioned that he was very grateful
Yeah.
towards Erick Thohir that Pak Erick helps futsal a lot
Yeah.
with money, with fun, and hopefully in the near future,
Yeah.
Menpora will consider, even though it's not Olympic sport,
Yeah.
still helping because futsal need this,
Yeah.
need fun or need help from the government.
Yeah. Build not just for the present, but for the future too. Yeah?
Yeah.
With the grassroots, the
Yeah.
youth league, and the other
That's why me personally, I think if we can get good drawing, I think to be able to reach the semi-final is possible.
Yeah.
The only country, as far as I know, is Iran. Is almost unbeatable
Oh, okay.
for me. Iran.
Japan.
You already beat Japan during
Yeah.
4 national. Maybe they come with another team. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's Iran, Japan, and Uzbek. These
Okay.
3 countries is very hard to
The
beat.
toughest opponent.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Hector or national team try to be one of the 3 or 4 candidate who can qualify to the World Cup
Okay.
into 2020. I think for
Team.
Four
nation,
teams, yeah.
For nation.
Okay.
And hopefully this Asian Cup will be a good warming up for 2 years later.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Because nowadays, for example, Iran lost with Afghanistan.
Oh yeah.
Just 2
Really?
months. There are countries that are rising their level, like
Okay.
Afghanistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, that is in
Oh.
our group. Yeah, this kind of countries are becoming more dangerous. They are investing a lot from not big investment in the past. They are investing a lot.
Yeah.
So let's see how the things change. But I have one good friend that is was working in Vietnam. Now he works in Thailand, and he say, with experience in the AFC, he said that maybe this AFC is the most competitive ever AFC.
Okay.
So
Because the qualities is
it's more equal than
more equal,
before.
yeah, more equal. Yeah.
equal. Yeah,
Okay.
back then when you face Iran, it was
inferior.
how many zeros?
Yeah,
5-0,
yeah.
6-0, 7-0.
Yeah.
I can remember there was one event was in Macau.
Yeah.
Okay, Asian Indoor Games. I think I was still coach at that time. First match was against Iran. It was 7-0. We lost 7-0.
Yeah.
And after the tournament, Iran won, of course. It was the best score who Iran plays against. The rest was above 7-0. The gap is that
The
big.
gap is okay.
And nowadays is
We are closing the gap, right?
we're closing the gap.
And so many countries is progressing too.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
is good for the sport.
It's good, for futsal. Before, for example, Argentina could never win to Brazil.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they can defeat
They can
Brazil.
be,
It's like everyone is catching up with everyone, and we
Yeah.
hope we can develop our futsal in the country. My target, as I sign until 2028, my target is we are the ecosystem that grow more in 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, we cannot pretend to be the best in 3 years, but
Yeah.
the one who make a bigger progress we can try. And I think after AFF and SEA Games and AFF under 19 and under 16, we are in that way. Also the silver medal of Gomanting in SEA Games that they already did really well as well. So I think we are in that way, but we still need
But your
to work
contract
a lot.
with FFV until when?
December 2028.
28.
2028,
Oh,
okay.
2028 ya. Masih
Yeah,
aman
at
lah.
least,
3
yeah,
tahun, 3 more
it's
years
okay.
ya.
Yeah,
And optional to renewal.
That's after World Cup.
Yeah.
just after World Cup.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
hopefully.
they offer me 1 year contract at the beginning,
Mm.
and then they renew my contract with 3 years. That I'm really grateful because it means they are happy with me, and
Yeah,
and it means also I'm happy with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like collaboration. I'm really I feel really good connection with our managers.
Yeah.
With
I have to push Michael to sign you for 1 year contract. It's okay 1 year. At least you try.
yeah.
Yeah. With this achievement, do you still heard or hear critics from netizens, from
Of
social
course.
media?
There's always critic.
What
Yeah.
critics?
No, I just I don't accept so well that they criticize our players. They can criticize me, it's no
Okay.
problem.
Yeah.
But the players itself is the core thing we have. So if you criticize the players, it's like you are throwing stones against yourself. You know? So
Mm.
please take care about our players. Some player, for example, one example is Evan Sumilena. Someone say about him he was underperformed.
Okay.
He was not underperformed. He was injury.
Yeah.
He helped
He
a
can
lot
play,
against
yeah,
Malaysia. He scored 1 goal,
Yeah.
and he played against Thailand. The minutes he could play, he played really well. It's serious injury. He tried to play. He did his best. So this is one example because now he is not in the TC with us.
Okay.
That even he was injured, he tried his
He
best
tried
and received some critics. How can you receive critics from netizens if you are playing with a lot of liquid in your knees and it's complicated? So yeah, this is the only thing as they criticize me, I can criticize the netizens. Okay, so it's the only thing I don't allow. Don't mess up with. I say in one video, don't mess up with my players because they are really good.
Itu dia.
But I think if you talk about criticizing, I think it's acceptable. What thing is not acceptable is when they become personal.
Okay. Yeah.
True. That's true. That's
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So it's not about criticizing, but when you become personal
Personal,
towards players,
Yeah.
as a coach, I also cannot accept that. I agree with you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Hector, for coming. Best of luck for you
Thank
and
you.
the national team
Good
for
luck.
the upcoming
We
Asian Cup.
will be there.
Ya, we'll be there to support
Hopefully,
you and the
yeah.
national team. Ya, kita harap juga semuanya supporter juga datang ke Indonesia Arena ataupun juga nonton lewat apapun kalau disiarkan dan berikan dukungan terbaik karena prestasi inilah yang lebih mendekati kenyataan ya.
Yeah. And it's nice to be a fan, you know,
Ya.
to go to I don't have to prepare.
Founding father
wake
futsal
up,
in Indonesia.
to do nothing. Just go and enjoy the game.
Ya.
Whatever you win or lose, just part of the game. Just enjoy I really enjoyed this game
Ya.
with
Hector.
among with Hector and even with Kensuke back then. I see very good things in Kensuke.
Yeah.
And what you've seen now with this national team, it's double better than back then in 2019.
The generation.
No, it's the same players.
Oh, same players.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's almost the same players.
Okay.
Maybe 70-80%.
Okay.
But the way they perform is 2 times better than back then in 2019.
Okay.
Maybe because of experience as well.
Also,
Yeah.
True.
More
But-
mature, ya.
But definitely what Hector tried to give to Indonesian futsal, you can see that on the pitch,
Yeah.
and that's why if there is a tournament and I can be there,
Yeah.
I always be there. But the last game against Australia, I was in Sweden.
Okay.
That's why I cannot come. But now this time, I don't know. I'm going to Portugal at the end of
Yeah.
January, but
Oh,
maybe
maybe.
I can get 1 or 2 matches.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Oke.
Good luck, Hector. Good
Thank
luck.
you.
Good luck,
with
Hector.
everything.
Thank you buat para outsider yang sudah menyaksikan. Dukung terus timnas futsal Indonesia di Indonesia Arena di ajang Piala Asia nanti di
24 Januari ya.
Januari sampai Februari awal lah. Itunya sampaikan
Tanggal 7.
tanggal 7 kalau nggak
7 February is the final, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
7
salah. Oke, thank you Hector for coming.
Thank you.
Terima kasih banyak.
Best of luck. Bye bye semuanya.
Bye.
Bye bye.